you haven't been outside taking advantage of the great weather to be able to prune your fruit trees, now's a really good time to be outside doing some pruning. From very late winter until early spring before the buds come out on your trees. That's the best time to be outside and get your fruit trees pruned before those flower buds start to come out, before those leaf buds start to come out. So we want to be out there doing some pruning. If you don't feel up to it, give us a call here at Anderson Seed and Garden. We've got some trained professionals that'll come out and prune your trees for you. But the other thing that you need to be aware of is it's a great time to put your dormant spray on as well. After you get your trees pruned, you want to put that dormant spray on. And what a dormant spray will do, there's a couple different kinds that you can use. The first one is just your regular standard dormant spray. The dormant spray is just an oil-based spray that will kill any insects that have wintered over from last year, and also suffocates insect eggs. So it's just an oil-based spray that you spray the entire tree with. So you'd want to spray all the twigs and all the branches and the trunk and the whole tree. Spray the whole tree down, especially after you're done pruning. Once you make those pruning cuts, you get all that dead wood and broken stuff and all the parts that need to be taken out. You can spray the dormant spray all over your tree, kind of soak it down. You don't want it really dripping off, but just enough to cover the entire tree. And what the oil will do is it will suffocate any insects. Aphids especially works really well on aphids, or insect eggs that may have wintered over from last year. So it helps with scale, helps with spider mites, a whole bunch of different insects that may have wintered over from last year. This will really work with. If you want to control diseases at the same time, which we would definitely suggest if you've had problems in the past with powdery mildew or fire blight, we can definitely talk a little bit about fire blight as well too. You take your dormant oil and you mix some lime sulfur in with it as well too. So the lime sulfur is a fungicide that will kill any diseases that have wintered over from last year. So the combination of the dormant oil in addition to the lime sulfur will control insects and diseases that have wintered over from last year. The lime sulfur is really effective on San Jose scale if you've had a real bad problem with scale, and it really helps with blister mites on pears, which is a big problem we've seen the last couple of years. So if you had problems with either of those, make sure and mix your lime sulfur in with your dormant spray when you're doing your dormant application before the leaves come out, before the flower buds come out. Get those two mixed together. And if you've got smaller trees, a really good way to do that is with a smaller sprayer. You can use a hand sprayer like this or a pump-up sprayer. This is one where you can actually take the concentrate, put the concentrate right inside here, fill it up with water with the right amount of water. You put your sprayer back together and you can pump it up and pressurize the sprayer. So your pump's right here, so you can actually pump up the sprayer, build a little pressure up inside the sprayer, and then when you push the trigger, the air comes out and you can feel the pressure inside. So a hand sprayer like this works great for a smaller tree. Even a tree that's maybe 6 to 8 maybe even 10 feet tall if it's not too well branched. Dormant spray, this would be a really easy way to do it, especially with a pump-up sprayer with a wand. But if you have really big trees, you'll probably have to use a hose end sprayer. One of my favorite hose end sprayers is this one by Fertilome. Very, very easy to do. You don't even have to mix any water in with it. You can actually just take the sprayer, put your dormant oil right inside here. I even have a smaller bottle of the dormant oil. This bottle comes right off, and what you could do is take this bottle off, and you can take your smaller bottle of dormant spray and you can actually screw that bottle right on to your sprayer, and the concentrate's right in here, and on top of the sprayer it has some numbers, and those numbers correspond to how many tablespoons per gallon the sprayer is going to spray out for every gallon that comes out the tip. And so with the dormant spray, there's an arrow right there. With the dormant spray, you turn the dial to 5, which is the amount of tablespoons per gallon that you're supposed to use. The 5 is right there on the arrow, and then you put your concentrate. You can pour it into the other bottle if you want, or you can just screw that bottle right onto the top, right onto your sprayer. And then for every gallon of water that comes out the tip, when you pull the handle back, the water will come out. It will siphon the right amount of concentrate into your water, and you can spray your tree with it. So it makes it really easy to do an application for a larger tree. The deflector kind of spreads the spray out, and as you're spraying, you can control it and cover the tree how you need to cover it. And when you're done, you can unscrew the bottle, put it in the utility sink or wash it outside. Clean your sprayer out really well when you're all done. Put your bottle back together, and it's ready to to use again for the next time. So very, very easy sprayer to use, very durable. It's made of zinc and brass instead of just all plastic, and just does a super job, and very, very easy to use with the dial. You can adjust it for all kinds of different products that you want to use. So right now, don't forget to get outside, get some pruning done, and then we want to make sure we get our dormant spray and our lime sulfur. If we have some diseases, mix those two together, get that on your trees before they leaf out. If you don't feel comfortable doing it yourself, give us a call. We've got some very well-trained, licensed professionals to come out and take care of it for you. They can come do your dormant spray for you as well too. So get outside and get that taken care of before spring really starts to spring around here.